know, our kids, they're tied to Kentucky, all of them. And not all of them left after a year. A bunch of them did, but we've had many stay for 2 and 3 and even 4 years and be in that league. But they're still tied to the university.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
How much emphasis, if any, and/or pressure do you think that EJ and Ashton maybe have put on themselves coming back home, I guess, to make sure they had a good game?
And they're different kinds. Ashton is like, I'm gonna show, and EJ is, I hope I play. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between the two. And let me say this: EJ played pretty good today, not great, but he is that guy for us. He's that, let's go. I mean, I think Nick's trying to do everything he can. Got away from rebounding a couple balls late in the game, but our guards came up with those balls. But Nate played well, which is why EJ didn't play as much. But we need him to be what he's capable of doing. He should be the best offensive rebounder, a shot blocker, a runner. Some of the stuff that Nick's doing, dunking around the basket, that should be him. And again, my goal is by the end of the year, that's who he is. I mean, again, I'll say this. I watched the tape of our game last year. You know who was worse than Tyler? Kelvin. He was like a goose egg. And by the end of the year, Kelvin was one of the best players in the country, and Tyler Hero, everybody talked about, and now they regret not drafting him, and there was PJ. PJ played pretty well here. He made some good plays, but.
I would imagine at any point in the previous 2 years, if Ashton had thrown that bounce pass on the break to Nick in traffic, you would have been, maybe you were tonight, screaming, no, 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 but it
No,
like
I didn't
Nick
say
is
no,
able
no,
to
no.
catch
I said easy, a good pass, kid, good pass.
I think Nick had 3 or 4 gathers tonight where
Amazing,
the
right?
pass wasn't maybe there and he just caught it and right back up.
How about that?
What do you see in those changes?
He's getting better. But he started playing basketball when he was 14. So it's taking him more time, but who cares how long it takes? It's the point of, can I get to that point where I'm a significant player? And he is now.
You mentioned fouls and free throws being an issue tonight. How much do you think, kind of for both teams tonight, that affected the outcome of the game?
Well, again, we shoot 20% more on an average game. There's only been one other game that we didn't shoot as many free throws as the other team. And normally, on the year, I think we've got 100 more than every other opponent. So now, either we were shooting jumpers, or they are a terrific defensive team that doesn't foul. I don't know. But some of it was us shooting jumpers, pull-ups, and all that. Not only did we shoot less, we made less. Did we go 50% from the free throw line? We're an 80% free throw shooting team. 80. Where are we in the country? We weren't today. 50% probably is in the bottom 20 in the country. So we won without making free throws today. It's good to know we can do that.
2 more questions.
John, I know Ashton didn't shoot it well, especially early, but what do you think of his floor game and the recovery from whatever that ankle thing was?
He, I think he didn't want to practice for 2 days, but I think his floor game, he is so confident and comfortable in his own skin that he and I are like laughing at halftime. He's sitting in front of me and I'm talking to him and he's laughing and I'm laughing. That's how comfortable he is. He knows this is his team to run. He knows I'm giving him space because he's making great decisions. And I'm telling you else why I'm giving him space. Because he is a tough hombre. This guy is physically strong and tough and uses it. So you give him a little space. But he's making good decisions. Again, what do you have today? 5 assists, 2 turns.
A lot of speed.
Maxie had 8 assists and we were on him, he wouldn't pass it.
Coach, you said a couple years ago, spring meetings before Crane and Coach Dean, that this was one of the top 2 or 3 jobs in the league. Raised a lot of eyebrows. And what have you seen out of the program? Where do you think George is at? And where do you think
You know,
you're at?
there's a couple things. One, this is an unbelievable school. Like, I drive around this campus, and I'm like, this is nuts. The downtown area, nuts. This is what college is about, this place right here. Academically, it is a high standard. You can't just, this is a tough place. What's happening in the other sports, in football, and baseball, and all the other stuff. Basketball, this is one of the top 2 or 3 jobs in our league. It is. And I think Tom is gonna get them there. He's got a lot of young guys. What do you have, 9 freshmen? So what happens with 9 freshmen, you get a lead, and all of a sudden there's a little, and they play like freshmen will play, like my guys have played at times. Today, the reason you didn't see much is because I didn't play the freshmen in the second half. I played one about 3 minutes, and I didn't play, but you know why? Trying to win. So it's hard when you're playing with young kids, but it's all part of the growth. I think Tom will do a great job. I know it. I've known him for years and years. He's a great basketball coach, a great person, represents this school and what this school's about in a great way. And, you know, like I said, went and had a pizza down at Little Italy today, walking around the downtown, and, but it's a great place. Folks, Happy New Year to you all.
That's Irish 19 man, so it's going to be well outside our locker room.